Okay, so I don't remember who all of these are from. I think Megan said this first one was from her. I love this one so much. So the first meme, when chemistry teachers say significant figures are essential for determining the accuracy of measurements. Yeah, this is really funny. The Office. Any Office meme that y'all have, please send it to me. I've watched The Office like 6 times already, so I know it all. Chemistry puns. I got a couple of these. This is really funny. Great job on that one. I see y'all. Corny. I love it. Chemistry teachers, when you mix salt and water without wearing goggles, they freak out and they're like, you gotta put the goggles on. We're all gonna die. That's funny. I made a chemistry joke. There was no reaction. That's a good one. I love it. Corny, but I love it. So these were some of the memes. I think these were most of them. If I missed yours, I'm going to go back and double check. And then some of them I saved because they weren't really over unit one. They were over like a different unit. And so I'm saving them for later. So thank y'all for the memes. I love them. I always love getting them. So always feel free to text me your favorite chemistry meme of the week if you want to. I'm always looking to collect more. A couple reminders for y'all. Labs and activities do not contribute toward your grade. If you want to do them, you can, and I will grade it and give you feedback. But it doesn't affect your grade. If you make a 100 or a 0, it doesn't affect your grade. So anything titled lab or activity can be skipped. Lessons cannot be skipped. Quizzes, lessons, quizzes, tests are all graded. And so don't skip those. But these, you can click save and exit. There's a way to do that. If you don't see that way, you can also just like submit it blank and I'll grade it and give you like a 0 for it and it doesn't affect your grade. So just know that. And if you have any questions, let me know. Here's some pictures of your labs, right? These are labs. Lab grades do not affect your grade. Xavier asked, what about practice tests? Practice tests also do not affect your grade. So if you can do it and then you can move forward. If you have trouble moving forward, just message me and I'll help you move forward. You do not have to pass a practice test to take the test, but I highly recommend it. It's like, I am not saying anything about labs, but for practice tests, you need to make sure you make you know what you did wrong because they're almost exactly the same as a test. And so you should just go ahead and make sure you understand the practice test because things do get harder in chemistry. So just make sure you understand it. The next thing is a student growth measure. You're going to see that as soon as you take the Unit 1 test. It's at the beginning of Unit 2. The student growth measure, you'll see there. You'll take it again at the end of the year. So all you're going to do is do your best. You will have questions that you don't understand, that you don't know how to do, and that's okay. This is not a graded test. You don't have to make a certain grade to move on. It's not graded. We just ask that you do your best because I want to see growth. It's for my feedback. Like, are my students learning this information? So you take it at the beginning, you take it at the end, and we see how you've progressed over the course. So don't stress about it, but do take the time to do your best. It cannot be skipped. You have to do it, but it's not a graded assignment. Any questions on the student growth measure? Awesome. Okay. I love seeing all of you guys here. Every now and then I stop and I'm reading everybody who's here. I love Wednesdays. Okay. Just as a reminder, I'm sure y'all know this, but these are the times I'm available. Just as a reminder, you have access to me all day for chemistry. So 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. And then Fridays, it's till 2 p.m. So on Fridays, it's not till 4, it's till 2. I am sitting in here and you can come in here and work. I'm not going to be able to like teach you for 8 hours. Like I have other things to do sometimes, but for the most part, when you come in, I'll get you started. And a lot of people will just work while they're with me. That way they can ask questions as they go. They're like, oh, wait, I need help with this part. And then I help them with that part. And then they work again quietly by themselves. So just know you should be doing that. And if you're not, it's okay. But it should be only if you're thriving in chemistry, you know what you're doing and you're doing well. If you're not thriving in this course, then you should be in my classroom working with me. And it's not as awkward as it seems. it's a good challenge for you. Like, push yourself to do it. I'm not going to be mean to you. Okay. If I am, let me know. I'm not going to be mean to you, and I'm going to help you get through this course better, make a better grade, and understand it more quickly, right? There's so much information sometimes. It's just better to come in and get some help rather than stressing yourself out over it. Okay. So come to my classroom. That's like the main thing you should be doing. Is coming to my classroom if you have any questions at all or you're stuck at all. You also can do like your own thing if that works for you. But anyways, these are the times that I'm available. And I also have evening hours. I think this week I will send out an announcement because we didn't have one on Monday. So I'll send out an announcement. I may do one like later this week. So yeah. Okay, so last week, what did we learn? Do y'all remember what we learned last week, or are y'all all like still thinking about Labor Day weekend? Last week we learned okay, here's a practice question. This is it. So y'all put in your response. When this is in scientific notation, is this number going to have a positive exponent or a negative exponent? What do y'all think? Yes, ma'am, Aisha.
Positive.
Yeah, great job. Thank you. And I'm seeing y'all's responses there too. Remember, the exponent is a little thing on top. It's like the little subscript on top. When you have a number that's bigger than a decimal, like it's bigger than 1, it's going to be a positive exponent. Great job. When you have a number like this, will this number be positive or negative exponent? What do y'all think? You can put it in the chat if you want to. Yes, thanks, Kat. Thanks, Emery. Negative, right? If your number is a decimal only, it's going to be negative whenever you shift the decimal over. It's going to have a negative exponent, okay? You're going to have some test questions on that when you take your test. We learned how to shift scientific notation. So you can see, like, when you have a number like this, you can count how many times you shift over. You shift all the way over until you just have one number left. And then you count how many times that shifted. We shifted 5 times here, 5 times here, and then we shifted on this one. We shifted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. And so you put a 6 there, right? And so however many times you shift is the number that goes up here. And then you put the numbers that aren't like the 1.23 after you shift, you put it right here. And this number is always going to be 10. So that's what we learned last week. Let me see. Did we do any with do I have any with decimals here? Let's see. Yeah. So if you have a decimal number, you still shift it. You shift it the other way. You count how many times you shifted, and then you do a negative exponent for that one. Same with this one. You do a negative exponent here. I love examples. Whenever I was in high school and in college, the more examples I had, the easier it was. So you can go back to this and look at this whenever you're taking your test or whatever. You can look at these for examples of how scientific notation works. Are there any questions on scientific notation? That's what we learned last week. Awesome. Okay, we also learned about dimensional analysis, right? This lovely little thing in our lives called dimensional analysis, which you all love. Here are the steps for it if you want to refer to these steps later. So this is one of the problems that we did last week. The steps are, you write down what you start with. You write down what you start with. You put it over the number 1. Okay. You multiply. You do another fraction line. You put the unit you want to get to on top, the unit you want to cancel out on bottom. And then the numbers that go there, you have to look up online. Like you might look up how many pascals are in an atmosphere. And Google will tell you the answer. They'll tell you, okay, there's 100,000 pascals in an atmosphere. And then you put that where it goes. You put the 100,000 with the pascals because that's what it's with there. And you put the 1 with the atmosphere because that's where it is. And then you just put this in your calculator. You multiply the top, right? Because the bottom numbers are just the number 1. So really, you could just multiply the top in this situation and get the same answer. And our answer here will be 214,000 pascals. So that's how dimensional analysis works. And if you need more examples, I can work through them with you a little bit slower. But now we are going to play Kahoot. I'm so ready for this. I'm excited to see who wins, because winning in Kahoot is like better than getting a gold medal in the Olympics. I mean, not really, but it is pretty fun. Okay, so let me share my screen here. Okay, let's see. How does this work?
I haven't done Kahoot in months.
You haven't done a Kahoot in months? It is time to play it then. Okay, let's see. I always laugh thinking about one day whenever y'all are like 40 or 50 years old, you're going to hear the Kahoot music and it's going to throw y'all back and you're going to explain to your kids what your high school life was like. And your kids are going to be like, what? I don't even know what you're talking about. And I feel like it'll be really funny. It's funny to me to think about it, but yeah, because I didn't play Kahoot in high school. That wasn't a thing. This is for you. This is Gen Z. This is Gen Z's time. Is this Kahoot music? It'll be on the Spotify playlist for Gen Z. I will tell you that. Okay, so go ahead and enter this code here. I think there's a way for me to copy it. Hold on. Copy link. If Spotify still exists. Oh wait, that's the wrong link. That's the link to the presentation. Okay, wait, I think I copied it. Hold on. Okay, you can click on this in the chat if you want to. I'm so excited to play this. Gen Z-Fi. I love it. Y'all are so funny. Back when I was younger, yeah. There's gonna be like obviously remixes of it that sound like way cooler. Yeah, I love it. Okay, we ready? Anybody still getting on? Andrew the Andrew, I love it. These names are really funny. Spooky Calzoner. Do y'all like calzone pizza? Is that what this is from? Okay, are y'all ready? All right, if you've already taken this test, you should be a pro at this, right? Okay, convert 306,000 to scientific notation. Take your time. Count those decimals.
Put the wrong answer in, I think.
Oh no! All right, great job. Okay, we got some confusion on the yellow one as well. So you count how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? You just count that decimal all the way over, starting at the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great job. Oh my gosh, and Spooky Calzoner is in the beginning. I love it. Okay, question number 2. Convert this to scientific notation. Point, use your finger, count how many to get it over. Great job. Y'all are doing so great. Okay, we got a little bit of confusion on the red one. For some reason, decimals are harder. So look at my mouse here. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So 4 times to get over to 3.2. And then we say times 10 to the negative 4 because it was a decimal. Great job, Spooky Calzoner. What place value does this number go to? Selena, if you want to join Kahoot, you can click the link right there. So it's asking how far out does it go to on the right? So look at that last number. Oh, this is a tough one. Okay, y'all looked at it opposite. I'm sorry. So for 5105, I didn't add, this question wasn't very specific. I mean, all the way to the right. So the one on the far right. So the people who said the thousands place, that's the far left. You look at that last number, the 5105. The 5 goes out to the ones place. Okay, when you're adding and subtracting, you have to identify that. And so you look at far right. So what place value does this number go to? Go to the farthest on the right. But remember that if there are trailing zeros don't count. Trailing zeros don't count. Game pin. There you go, Celine. All right, I hope y'all some more get this one right. Great job. Okay, so for the number 2300, the trailing zeros don't count. So you look at the 3, that 3 is in the hundreds place, right? So this one goes to the hundreds place. Great job. Now we're gonna practice. Okay, no, one more. What place value does this number go? Oh, I asked it twice. Y'all should get this right again. My bad. I'm gonna give y'all 5 more seconds to answer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. Okay. It goes to the hundreds place. Great job. Great job, Emmy, in first place here. Okay. Also, if I didn't duplicate it again. Okay, good. Okay, go as far right as possible. Trailing zeros do count when a decimal is present, right? So what does this go out to? I'm sorry, Allison. Trailing zeros do count when a decimal is present. Great job. Okay, so a lot of y'all who did blue, the first decimal is automatically the tenths place. The ones place does not exist. So the first one is the tenths place. The second one is the hundredths place. The third one is the thousandths place. It goes tenths, hundredths, thousandths. Great job on that. So 8.0, that 0.0 is in the tenths place. Great job. Myra is in first place here. What does this arrow mean? Does it mean that y'all have like bumped up or something? Great job. Looks like it's good. It looks like a good thing. Okay, what place value does this number go to? So count the decimals. Remember, it starts with tenths. I'm hoping to get some more correct answers on this one. I think y'all are getting the hang of it. Sorry, Emmy, you can still get back on the podium. Okay, great job. So looking at this number, the 0.030, you count count after the decimals. There are 3 decimals there, right? The 0, 3, 0. Tenths, hundredths, thousandths. So it goes out to the thousandths place, right? 0.030. Great job, guys. Y'all are holding your place there pretty steady. Okay, add the following. Get your calculator out. You have a minute to do this. Add the following and round it to the correct number of digits. When you're adding, you go by the places that it's in, right? Whichever one has the least number of places or goes out the least, you have to round to that number.
I messed up.
It's okay. Y'all got it? You feeling good? Who feels good about it? Who feels like they got it?
I knew the answer, but I just forgot the rounding.
Okay, we got a good amount who got it right. So again, we're adding these two together. The 4.1 goes out to the tenths place. The 104.06 goes out to the hundredths place. So we're limited by the 4.1. We can only go out to the tens place. You have to match the least precise one, right? So we can only go out to the tens place. So which one of these only goes out to the tens place? 108.2. So you have to match the least precise place, if that makes sense. All right, great job, guys. Great job, Lincoln and Myra and everybody on there, and me too, and everybody else. Okay, one more adding. Add the following, or actually subtract, sorry. Subtract the following and round to the correct number of digits.
This is mental math.
Yeah. Sorry, I should have said subtract. It's subtract, not add. Yeah, subtract and then round it to the right number of digits.
I knew the answer. I clicked the wrong button.
Oh no.
This always happens to me.
All right, y'all ready? All right, so some of y'all got tripped up by that blue. So both of these go out to the ones place, right? 5105 and 4364. They both go out to the ones place, the 5 and the 4, right? So we also should go out to the ones place. So 740 is not correct because that skips the ones and it only goes out to the tens place. That 40 is in the tens place. So 741. Thank you, Megan. I love your encouragement. I might skip this next one if it's the same. I want to kind of do, there were some other ones. I'm going to skip this one. Some of y'all still try to answer it really quick. By the way, y'all can play this Kahoot game later. I should put it on Buzz. True or false? Leading zeros never count. All right, y'all got it? Oh my gosh. Wait. Yeah, that's true. I got confused for a second. That's true. Leading zeros never count. That's a true statement. So when you have like 0.00003, all of these leading zeros do not count as significant digits. All right. Next one. Trailing zeros count when a decimal is present. True or false? Great job, guys. All right, y'all are doing so great. Next one. How many significant digits are in this number? What do y'all think? Leading zeros do not count. Trailing zeros count when a decimal is present. Sarah, you are so encouraging. Okay. Ooh. Okay. It was 0.030. Leading zeros do not count. So the 0.0 doesn't count. Only the 3 and then the following 0 count. Great job trying, guys. Great job, Lincoln and Emmy. How many significant digits in this number? Leading zeros do not count. Trailing zeros count when a decimal is present. What do y'all think? Yes, great job. For 2300, trailing zeros only count when a decimal is present, and there is no decimal there. There's an invisible decimal, but it's not physical, like you can't see it. So it's just the 2 and the 3 that count. So there's only 2 significant digits there. Great job, all of you guys. Great job, Emery and Megan. Okay, divide the following and round to the correct number of digits. You have 1 minute to do it, so take your time, count. Remember, when you're multiplying and dividing, you go by the least number of digits. In fact, you could probably look at the multiple choice options and just decide which one has to be the answer, right? Just look at your answer options and go by the rules of rounding, right? Great job, guys. Great job. You got this. Put in what you think. All right. Okay, we got some confusion there a little bit. The 20,051, that has like 5 significant figures, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 26 only has 2. So we're limited. Whenever you're multiplying and dividing, you look at the total number. We're limited by those 2. And so our final answer can only have 2. You go by the least number of significant digits. So 770 is our answer there. Okay, great job, guys. I'm going to start giving a little bit less time. I'll probably shave off like 5 seconds at the end of this one or more. So 6.3 times 2.0. Round that to the correct number of significant digits. Look at your answer options and choose the one that has the correct number of significant digits. No problem. That's what Kahoots are for. Kahoots are for practice. No problem if you get it wrong. You can always redo the Kahoot game. You got to go by the correct number of significant digits. All right, I'm going to go ahead and skip. I think everybody's answered here. I got one more answer. Okay. Okay, great job. 6.3 has 2. 2.0 has 2. And whenever you multiply those, I don't know what you get. I should know. But it rounds up to 13. You look at the next digit over and it bumps it up. So it rounds up to 13. So you can keep playing if you want to play. It is 11:30. I'll finish the game with people who want to stick around and play. So it's whatever is up to you. If you have another class, you're totally welcome to go. But we'll keep playing and finish this game because it is great prep. If you have to leave, that's totally fine. We're going to go on to the next question here. And I will post this so that y'all can play it again if you want to. Okay, we're going to do one more multiply. I think y'all are going to get this right. I love that some of y'all are staying if you can. No problem if you can't, though. Okay, so multiply and then round. Remember, whichever one has the least number of digits, you have to match that one, right? So look at the 8.0 and look at the 0.06. Figure out which one is your limiting factor and round to that. All right, I'm going to give y'all 5 more seconds here. And this music is stressful. Okay, so the 8.0 has 2 digits, 8 and 0. The 0.06 only has 1 because leading zeros don't count. So we have to round to 1 digit. And 0.5 is the one that you would round to for that. A lot of y'all did 0.50. That is that 0 at the end makes it another digit, right? So you want to just make it 0.5. No problem at all. Hey, this is fun. This is practice. This is practice for your test. You're totally fine. Okay, so now we're in a different section here. Let's see if y'all can get this. What lab equipment piece is pictured? Be careful. Sorry, I said be careful after like half of y'all did it, but hopefully y'all got it right. Yeah, these are easier. We did the hard stuff first. Oh my gosh, what? Great job. All of y'all got that right? That's crazy. None of y'all misread the green one? Way to go on that. Your kids will probably never know what a triple beam balance is. It'll be so outdated. What is pictured there? Oh, come on, Nathaniel, don't put the answer in there. Great job. Everybody got it right. Oh my gosh, this is like the best I've ever seen. This is so fun. Okay, what piece of lab equipment is pictured here? Who's gonna get this one wrong? Some of y'all got this wrong on your test.
These pictures that I memorized when I was taking the test. It's like every time these pictures would pop up like in quiz, like I would just memorize them.
Yeah, great job on this one, guys. Some people got that confused with an Erlenmeyer flask or a dropper. If it's got that wide mouth, it's a beaker. Great job. Okay, Myra and Lincoln are really competing there. What piece of lab equipment is pictured here? Hey, Joshua, we're finishing up a Kahoot game here if you want to jump in. Great job. Oh my gosh, I don't even need any review on this. How do did y'all do this in biology? Okay. All right, what piece of lab equipment is pictured here? Don't look at the chat if you don't want to see the answer. Cover the chat. Great job. That is a ring stand. Dang, y'all are doing so good. All right, what about this one? Great job. That was a dropper. Great job. Okay, man. I don't know how many pictures I've got here. There were a lot on the test, though. What's this one? All right, 3 more seconds. I'm going to skip it. Great job, Bunsen burner. I'm going to go a little bit quicker on these now. Oh, true or false? Always work alone in the laboratory. All right, I'm going to skip it now. I think everybody answered. Great job. Everybody got that right. That is false. You should never work alone in the laboratory. Wear protective clothing only when handling dangerous chemicals. True or false? All right, I think everybody answered. False. So you should wear it always, not just when handling dangerous chemicals. This is kind of a trick question. So make sure the entire sentence is true or false. Okay, when heating any substance in a test tube, hold it up so you can see inside to tell if the substance is boiling. This one was a little tricky for some people. So the answer to this one is actually false. You do not want to hold it up because it could crack. So do not hold it up to see if it's boiling. This is actually false. Myra, 17 correct answers in a row. Great job. Never weigh a substance directly on a balance. True or false?
I think answers to these questions are false.
Yeah, so this one is true because you want to put a little, you want to put it in something because it could be toxic. So you don't want to just shove it on the balance. You want to put a little bowl on it, and then weigh it in the bowl and then subtract out the mass of the bowl. Great job. Only a few more questions here. What piece of lab equipment is pictured here? Great job, y'all. All right, everybody answered. Oh, great job. Yeah, that was a pipette. This is a picture of a pipette here. Great job. How close a measurement is to its true value. How how close the measurement is to its true value. All right, I think we all guessed it there. I love that someone did my accuracy. How close it is to its true value is the accuracy. If it's hitting the target, if it's close to the true value. Ooh, this is an adding one. One more adding. I didn't realize we had one more adding at the end. Get your calculator out. And then this is adding, right? So you go by the places and you are limited by whichever one is in the least precise place. So if you look at that 0.8, that 0.8 only has one decimal place. So we also can only have one decimal place. Right? Okay, this is a tough one. Okay, so look up here. This 0.8 only has one decimal. This one has two decimals. This one has three. So we're limited by the 0.8, by the decimal. So we can also only have one decimal. So 4.953, when you round it, it shouldn't round to 4.9. It should round to 5.0. Because the digit following that 9 is a 5, and so it bumps it up. Anytime it's like a 5 or higher, it bumps it up, right? Adding is a tough one for a lot of people. That's a tough one. How many significant figures are in the measure? Oh, this is okay. How many significant figures? We probably don't need a whole minute for this one, but I'll check and see whenever we get to 18 answers, or 19. All right, a couple more seconds. Okay, we got it. Great job. Only the 1, the 3, and the last 0 count because leading zeros never count. So only the 1, the 3, and the 0. So that's 3 that count. All right, last one. What is the density? Get your phone out. A stone has a mass of 24.595 grams and a volume of 5.34 centimeters cubed. You got to round it the right way too. Make sure that you round it according to the rules of significant digits. You got to match the lowest one. The 24.595 has like 5 significant digits, right? The other one has 3. You're doing great. All right, so great job. Density is mass divided by volume. So the 24 grams divided by the volume. And then you need to round it. This one only has, the 5.34 only has 3 digits. So we got to round it to match the least digits, right? So the 4.606 technically is correct, but it doesn't have the right number of rounding. So 4.61. All right. As a final thing, in third place with 22,000 points. I'm so sorry, Mercedes. I don't know how to pronounce that though. Is it Meche? Second place, Lincoln. And in first place with 25,600 points, Myra. Thank you for participating in our Unit 1 test review. And I hope you come back next week for some more fun. That's my favorite part, is announcing it. I'm so sorry. I just really take that way too seriously. Hey, I hope y'all have a great week. If you have any questions, stick around. I will help you get through whatever your next assignment is. Other than that, y'all have a great week, and I will see you when I see you later on this week. Bye, guys.